Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for watching this Wednesday, March 23rd edition of the Engine Room Podcast, brought to you as ever by tokenmetrics.com. My name is Dylan Love. I'm joined as always by Jacob. Jacob, welcome back from vacation, man. Happy to see you.
Happy to see you too. Thanks a lot, Dylan. Happy to be here.
We are going to take this time to do what we have done many times in the past and just kind of slice and dice a couple crypto news stories that are popping right now. Let's first talk about, oh God, Jacob, I love this app called Abra. It's like a crypto banking app. Self-custody of your own crypto and a very handy interface. They're not paying me to say this. I've just used the app for a long time and I like it a lot. This app, Abra, is in the news today because they have hired their first ever CFO. I guess this company is 3 or 4 years old, if memory serves. And if you're going to build a crypto banking app, it's very, very interesting to me that it should take you as much time as it's taken them to hire a CFO.
Yeah.
But I think that really mostly is a credit to the CEO, Bill Barhydt. This is a guy who I've actually interviewed one time many years ago. This is an amazingly fascinating guy. For being a crypto CEO, he probably... I don't know. My memory is long. I know that he used to work for the CIA. I know that he's interested in psychedelic medicine. This is an interesting person leading an interesting company, and they're in the news today because they've hired their first ever CEO, according to The Block.
Awesome.
Anyway, second news story. Jacob, do you want to talk about this Catherine Haun? Not the actress. Not the actress.
No, Katie Haun.
Katie Haun, thank you.
Yes. So Katie Haun, she departed from Andreessen Horowitz last year, which was kind of a surprise departure. And she just recently announced and launched her own venture capital firm, Haun Ventures. And she raised $1.5 billion, which is the largest debut fund ever by a female VC.
Wow.
So that was one. That's the headline. Super interesting. And people were wondering, well, why'd you leave Andreessen Horowitz? It's like one of the highest quality top VC firms out there, but she just
legendary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think she just wanted something new. She wanted to get outside of her comfort zone and kind of challenge herself. So she said it feels honestly like a lot of pressure, but I think that's what motivates everyone on the team. So 500 million of this 1.5 billion will be for early stage companies and protocols. And then the other billion will be for acceleration or later stage projects. And it's actually interesting that, Katie Haun was actually used to be a former federal prosecutor and then became Andreessen's first female general partner in 2018, where she co-led its multiple cryptocurrency funds. And then now she started her own. So kind of, we're definitely looking forward to see kind of what the Haun Ventures, how they secure their name in the Web3 space as a VC.
It strikes me as a gutsy move to leave that company and go do basically to become a competitor, in a matter of speaking, because Andreessen Horowitz, commonly shortened to A16Z, is they've had their fingers in just about everything you can name that's become a big deal. Mm-hmm. They were early to Uber. They're into. They were early to. Well, hold on. I'm having too many thoughts at once. Just because what I really want to say, let's talk about the people who started this thing, because it's Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz. Mark Andreessen I know more about because he's the guy who designed Netscape Navigator in the 90s, and that's where his wealth comes from. Mm-hmm. And then, so once he was established as this technology guy, he in 2009. Well, he was established for a long time, but I don't know. This company's been making moves since 2009, and now it'll be exciting to see what kind of moves Katie Haun can make doing her own thing.
Yeah,
it's an amazing VC firm, and they already had a very, very prominent crypto investing arm. So I wonder what kinds of frictions were going on behind the scenes that she said, "No, I'm going to do this my way."
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's to the media and to the public, it's saying, "Oh, I want a new challenge," but there must be some reason why some kind of friction saying like, "Hey, maybe I should just go start my own, so I don't have to have a boss. I can be the
Yeah, yeah.
boss. I mean,
Well, speaking of friction and starting your own thing, it's time to revisit Satoshi Island
yeah,
because um, if you're unfamiliar, there was news circulating some months ago, a few months ago, basically saying that this project to begin a crypto colony on an island in the South Pacific was going nowhere fast. Well, we have the opposite of that news today. This is according to Joseph Hall at Cointelegraph. Satoshi Island, the crypto utopia, has received 50,000 citizenship applications in the form of NFTs. That's right, people are applying to live on an island in the South Pacific where there is no fiat currency allowed. Jacob, take us through some of this, if you will.
yeah. So it's a 32 million square foot private island in the remote South Pacific. It's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Vanuatu.
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu. Okay, that's the name. You said that you know how to pronounce this because this was a common place for criminals to go
Yeah,
when they're escaping.
cyber criminals on the run tend to be caught in Vanuatu. It's happened multiple
Vanuatu.
times. Yeah.
Okay, great to know. Yeah, so it seems like they purchased Vanuatu to create Satoshi Island, a crypto utopia. So they've already had 50,000 applications for their free citizenship NFT, citizenship to Crypto Island, not to Vanuatu, because citizenship to Vanuatu costs $130,000.
Yeah.
But this free citizenship NFT will act as a whitelist to later enter their land NFT sale. So it's free to become a citizen of Crypto Island, but I'm assuming you have to pay to purchase your land NFT, or this is where you can build your house. You can either be an investor or you can just go live there. So like you said, there's no fiat currency. It's going to be an entirely crypto economy where everything's paid in crypto and all ownership on the land or on the island is represented with NFTs. This idea actually began in 2017. This is why we've heard of it before. And it's taken many years because they had to find the right island. They had to get everything together to be able to present their story, their project to the public. They're going to be building kind of very sustainable pods or modular homes with solar power, so they can kind of not harm the beautiful island.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly call out real quick, Jacob, that this construction that we're talking about is already happening.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got, and you can see this photo here. They're like mixing cement, building these homes that you talked about. So that news from a few months ago, it's interesting to see that it at least appears.
Yeah,
that
it's not just an idea. There we have people building houses right here in this picture on this island. So it's coming to fruition. I also think it's interesting. So there's 50,000 applications, but there's only going to be 21,000 investors or residents, which is kind of a nod to the 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be mined. And so, there's going to be a private opening of the island planned for Q4 of this year for short-term visits. And by early 2023, NFT homeowners will be able to begin residing on the island. I don't know how true that is. That seems like kind of a...
It's good PR. It's good hype.
It's great PR. That's not maybe 2025 they can start. I'll give it 2-3 years so people can start living on the island, but not in 9 months.
Let's check out this map just because I'm highly confident a lot of people are going to be confused about where we're actually speaking about.
Yeah.
South Pacific. Off the coast of Australia, north of New Zealand, is Vanuatu. It's a very, very, very small island chain. Here is all of Vanuatu, and then here is the location of Satoshi Island. So it'll be very exciting to see if if the crypto community can kind of have its perpetual Burning Man going. Is kind of how what I think will end up happening here. It might not be so utopian, but at any rate, it's good content. Well, exciting stuff to see happen.
Yeah, great.
Jacob,
artistic rendering.
Yeah. So here, this is what the modular homes are purporting to look like. This is a generated image, but yeah, we can see some real construction taking place here.
I'm a little worried.
Must mean Satoshi Island.
Yes. Or yeah, sure.
I don't know, Jacob. It could all be a psyop, and it's
Yeah,
all of this is.
I'm thinking Sports Illustrated, but that's probably not right. But yeah, it's giving me kind of like Fire Island vibes. That's what I'm getting from this. No, excuse me, Fire Festival, where it was a whole scam.
Sure.
People came up. There were tents. There were buildings, but it rained and everything got wet and it was too small. It's just, it needs to be done right, and maybe that's why it's taken 5 years since they've had the idea. I guess we'll just wait and find out. But
I mean, we'll be here to talk about the first millionaires made there or the first dead bodies found there. So however it shakes out, we'll be paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Jacob, what else do we have to say before we wrap this thing up?
Maybe don't be the first person to venture out to Satoshi Island. Maybe wait till it's kind of tried and tested.
Yeah. Pioneers tend to get arrows in their backs, but
exactly.
So be it. Guys, the name of this podcast is Engine Room. We work for a company called Token Metrics that basically endeavors to make it as easy as possible to help you make money in the volatile crypto markets. You're going to want to check out the other content on this YouTube channel because we've got our man Bill Noble going live 5 days a week to give you the walkthrough on how you should be playing these market cycles. We've got a bunch of other content from people like Mehdi and Jad. People are basically, if you're not making money in this market, I can't say I blame you, but you should be paying attention and learning while you can. With that said, we'll see you next time. I've been Dylan. That's been Jacob, and happy trading.